Now, now, in my previous video, when I gave my thoughts on the teaser for Alien Romulus, surprisingly, you may thinking it's not. There's no rant on there, right? Well, the reason why there wasn't a rant on there because the teaser, I said positively, it didn't. Why I gave credit to because it didn't give away the whole movie in the first teaser. It didn't show minimum basically of that movie, which I'm glad for. That's what trailers should do. Don't give away the whole entire movie, which I'm sure it will be when the official trailer comes out, like later down the road. But yeah, but I did not mind the teaser for it though. But like I said, but who knows? The movie itself may turn out to be just as sucky as the previous movies were in the Alien franchise. Now, this trailer, I would say, indeed sucked, and that is the trailer for the 2024 remake of The Crow. Which, yes, which is the year where marks the 30th anniversary of the 1994 of the original movie of The Crow that starred the late Brandon Lee. Rest in peace to Brandon Lee. And the thing is, though, okay, the original of The Crow with Brendan Lee, I liked. I just didn't think it did need to be a franchise, though. But the film made money because the time when Brendan Lee passed away from that accident, on set with the gun and all that, which is quite funny, though. It was like recently, like a couple, like 1 or 2 years ago, same thing happened with a gun malfunctioning with that movie Rust that Alec Baldwin was doing, and the gun went off and it killed a crew member. I don't know. I don't know what's the update on that. I think Alec Baldwin maybe he's guilty, or I don't know. I don't know much on that story though. But it's like almost like a same scenario, right? A gun being mishandled and it shoots a crew member. Well, in this case, the Crow it killed Brendan Lee, though. Sad to say. But I'm just saying, okay. But I'm saying the film made money because the time when Brendan Lee passed, people were curious about what this movie is. That's why people wanted to go see it, and that's why the film made money. It's funny, like the time, like when Heath Ledger passed away, right, during his making of The Dark Knight, right. People wanted to go see it. And, first of all, he captivated audiences with his outstanding performance as the Joker. And that's probably why the film made money, right? Made $1 billion. That's why I think because of Heath Ledger's passing away. Same thing with Paul Walker, right? When he was doing, filming the 7th Fast and Furious movie, when he passed away, right, in a car crash. Quite ironically, And Furious 7 made a ton of money because they had to change the ending, and the time Paul Walker passed away. I think that's why the film made money, But the same thing with Brendan Lee, and it made a franchise. To me, I didn't think it didn't need to be a franchise though. But the first film made money. Second film, City of Angels, to me sucked. But it did make a little bit of money, not as much as the first film do. But the rest of the sequels were direct-to-video, right? City of Angels sucked. Third film, Salvation, did not mind, overall, but it wasn't great. Didn't love it. Because one of the positive things about that one, because of Fred Ward, rest in peace. He was a bad guy in that. He was a crooked cop. Fred Ward from Tremors, Remo Williams, right? He was a bad guy in that, so it was nice. It was cool to see that though. One of the reasons why I did not mind that though. But I think the guy who played the Crow in that one could have been better casting. Fourth film, Wicked Prayer sucked. Edward Furlong, which, like I said, his career went to shit after Terminator 2. Dennis Hopper was in it. I mean, wasted Dennis Hopper. I like Dennis Hopper. Rest in peace to him. I think David Boreanaz from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, his spin-off, and then Bones, the TV show Bones, and Valentine, the movie he starred in. I think he would have been a better lead than Edward Furlong was in Crow Wicked Prayer. Then they did a short-lived TV show starred Mark Dacascos, which actually I think he was of all the Crow ones besides Brendan Lee, I think Mark Dacascos was a better interpretation of the Crow. To me, I think he played like the second best one next to Brendan Lee, you know. But that only lasted one season though, so. But I say the franchise, that just didn't need a franchise though. And here with this 2024 remake, for long time, for a number of years, it's been stuck in development hell for a long time. You know, who's directing it, who's going to be cast as the Crow. You know, times like it was either there was going to be Mark Wahlberg, or there was going to be like Bradley Cooper or Jason Momoa. And then from directors, you know, we've got Stephen Norrington, you know, the director of Blade and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Which I think he should get a second chance on, because I don't think... They said that the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen killed his career. I did not mind the movie. It has a lot of issues with that movie. You know, Sean Connery's last movie, though. I did not mind immediately League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but just that film just had a lot of issues, though. But, Stephen Norrington, I think he could give another second chance. So over the years, they've just been jumping from director to director, then from casting the cast of the lead, and then finally now for the director they got Rupert Sanders, which he directed Snow White. He directed 3 films, including this one. He directed Snow White and the Huntsman, which I thought was a boring movie, and then he directed the 2017 adaptation of Ghost in the Shell. Which actually, I did not mind that movie. Actually, yeah, people didn't like that because of the whitewash of casting of Scarlett Johansson. I know. But I did not mind that one. I did not mind that adaptation, because one of the positives, hey, it's Takeshi, Vic Romano from MXC. He's in it, you know. A lot older though, because it's been years. It's like, hey, it's cool to see Takeshi, you know. Also, for the dubbing, Vic Romano from MXC, you know. Well, it was cool to see him in that. So, but this guy is not. It's like with the Alien Romulus, who got the director of Evil Dead 2013 and Don't Breathe. A guy who, as I say, is not wow me as a director, you know. Same with this guy. Yeah, I did not mind Ghost in the Shell, but he's not a director I'm wowed by. And then they get the lead. They finally got the cast of the lead. It's Bill Skarsgård. I'm like, Jesus Christ, me. Why does this guy keep on... You know, it's like those popular actors that just keep on popping up movies after movies, you know, like with, you know, when Dwayne Johnson, he's been popping up, you know, a whole bunch of movies, you know, and, who else was getting popular? Was popping up every now and then. Well, Samuel Jackson, though, right? He's been in, like, freaking everything. But Bill Skarsgård, I think because he was it, like I said, shit, for the 2017, 2019 shit movies, Pennywise. He's been getting more roles since then, you know. I mean, he was in that film Barbarian, which I reviewed for 2022. It was kind of a disappointing movie. And then he was in John Wick 4, which to me, he was the worst villain in that franchise. I don't like Bill Skarsgård. I mean, he was a shitty Pennywise. He was a crap villain in John Wick 4. Yeah, his acting in Barbarian, I could say it was better, though, but not much. So here, the guy, he's been cast as the Crow. I'm like, great. He's keeps on popping up, and he's going to start popping up everywhere now. So, and of course with the makeup, you know, that had... I'm sure people with the scene from the poster, you know. I'm sure he's probably doing a crappy makeup effect, like trying to be like the Joker, probably because of Jared Leto's Joker from Suicide Squad. And you see this with like was it to take this pretty much the story from the first movie. You know, he was a musician. Him and his fiance, they're killed. And then he gets brought back to life by the power of the crow, and get revenge on the bad guys that wronged him. But even though just a look at the movie, it looks just generic and bland, like we've seen a lot done times before, you know. And a lot of times with and I guarantee you the action scenes we've seen in this trailer, I guarantee like with the scenes with the ballet and him finding these bad guys with the shotgun, like when he shoots right through himself to get the other guy, you know. I guarantee like all this action is gonna be like from the third act. I guarantee most of this action we're seeing is gonna be towards the end of the movie. Because you have to build up the character and stuff like that in the beginning, and then afterwards how he gets his powers, and learning about the crow until he, you know, he can rest after he gets his revenge. I guarantee that's all those action we've seen is going to be in the third act of the movie. Danny Houston's in it, you know, Stryker from X-Men Origins Wolverine. He's been among other movies as well, Danny Houston. And I think the music I actually didn't mind. Where I think the song with used was Ozzy Osbourne. If I were to, yeah, I should have looked this up beforehand though, but. I see it, but I think Ozzy Osbourne was one of the songs was in it. I think I could be wrong though. So, and otherwise, like I said before, like the action scene, like where he shoots himself through him to get the other bad guy. To me, I thought that was done. I've seen that done better and I've seen in Die Hard 4, Live Free or Die Hard at the end when Bruce Willis, you know, shoots himself through to shoot Timothy Olyphant. You know, how about yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker? Done better there in Die Hard 4. And I'm sure probably say, oh, this is an insult to the memory of Brendan Lee. I'm sure some people are going to say that, though. But, yeah, like I said, this trailer just sucks. Like I said, I don't like Bill Skarsgård. I don't know why he keeps on popping up in every movie nowadays. I also the like how like I said, Alien Ramos didn't give much away. I'm sure they gave away all the action scenes that's in this trailer. That's in the movie. Especially, it's probably gonna be all in the third act. Probably, I guarantee it. And then we see where the crow surrounds him, circles him. I'm like, is this trying to be? If I say circle like bunch of other crows surround him, circle him. Probably like when Batman v Superman, when we showed Bruce Willis as a kid and he was being lifted in the air by a whole bunch of bats. I'm surprised they didn't have a whole bunch of crows lift Bill Skarsgård in the air to do that, to resurrect him. And the fiance, I don't know who this girl plays the fiance. It was like something Twigs. Yeah, FKA Twigs. I don't know who the hell this person is. Oh, speaking of what the hell moments, I'm like, there's a lot of dialogue that was like, what was it? I could feel your person. It sounded like something that I think I want to feel your person. I'm like, what the hell does that even mean anyway? That's another what the hell moment. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? I want to feel your person. What, you want to fuel me up, or you want to touch me or whatever? I'm like, once again, some of those something that does not make any sense at all. They talk like that, you know. I get that a lot from movies. Like they say a meaning, and it's like, what the hell does that mean? But so that's what I say. Much more I can say about The Crow. For my thoughts on the trailer for The Crow 2024. Yeah, what a great way to celebrate the 30 years of The Crow. You know, with a long-awaited crappy remake. You know, all their years and me stuck in development here for all these years. To me, overall, was not worth it because I'm sure people will see this. Criticize this film because to like say I'm pretty sure someone's gonna say, oh, this is an insult to the memory of Brendan Lee. Which would probably say understandable, though, because that was what made the film work because of Brendan Lee. Victims, are we all? So, yeah, the 2024 remake of The Crow, from this trailer, sucked. It did. It's like this was the story we've seen done a dozen times, you know, even before. I mean, after The Crow. You know, with the type of story we've seen before, you know? So yeah, that's my thoughts on the trailer for this film, The Crow. Oh, and by the way, when it's coming out, it comes out June 7th, so it comes out the day after my birthday. I'm like, can you change your release date to somewhere else, please? So that way this film doesn't stay anywhere near me, please. But yeah. The trailer sucked. Just like I know this, and plus maybe it'll bomb. Who knows? Because this film only costs like $50 million. Maybe it'll bomb, or maybe it won't. Especially if it's a superhero movie, you know, because people are seeing superhero fatigue. You know, probably should, but I'll just stick to watching the first film to watch for the great performance from the late Brendan Lee. Rest in peace. And I know one of the bad guys, not the main bad guy, but one of them, the henchman, is Tony Todd's in it. And Ernie Hudson, he plays a cop. But I'll stick to watching the first Crow. Sequels, not so much. Maybe the third film, because like I said, Fred Ward, he's a bad guy, he's a crooked cop, you know. Kirsten Dunst is in it as well, I forgot to mention that. But well, yeah, I'm not looking forward to seeing this 2024 remake. Like I said, I don't like Bill Skarsgård and the whole thing. Like, also in development hell for this film was not worth it. To me, it wasn't. And the director doesn't wow me as a director either. I did not mind Ghost in the Shell, but Snow White and the Huntsman was a boring movie. So, this is my thoughts on The Crow 2024. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you next time. Later.